Hello, welcome to my channel. This evening I was planning to pull a card from this deck, and it's called Living with a Feathered Heart, and I will be reading from the book because this is just more of just a simple card and to try and dig deeper and see what we get, because these cards can be so insightful and inspirational, and they could just maybe help unravel paths that are right in front of us, if that makes any sense. Maybe not. Okay, so we got I am accepting. I am accepting. You can just see looks like there's a constellation, and you see how this circle it's like to focus on this singular star amongst these other stars that are faded, which I'm not really sure. And then there's this hand. Ooh. The hand seems to just like be levitating in this circle. I don't know if this is a bubble. And then there's this woman laying in this like very self-accepting, I don't know, she just seems like she's just so at peace. But this hand, let's see what we find out when we read what the passage says. One second, I am accepting 31. $31, 3, 1, 4. So number 4 could be significant. I am accepting. Look up the number 4. Numerology, in the moment that it presents itself, I've gone through this phase where I would always, when a number kind of hit me in a heightened way, I would go and I'd dive deep into that number, and it would always correlate to there would always be something that would just resonate with the present moment and just help more of that path forwards. So this is the passage. I am accepting in all of life's uncertainties. One absolute certainty remains. Although we live, we shall also die. As we wake, so we shall dream. The only permanence is impermanence. And by accepting this noble truth, we can find the splendor in being. Ancient Egyptian mystery schools, the Chemidians in particular, emphasize this ideal in many of their teachings, finding reverence in the star Sirius as the beacon of light to remind us of accepting the cosmic choreography of flux. The Egyptians observed how the star would sink into the west and disappear from the evening sky, hidden from sight for 70 days, before emerging in the east in the morning, rising to shine yet again. Death was referred to as westing and seen as a doorway to another possibility, a portal of potential. A portal of potentiation. Apologize if I said that wrong. The popular yet also ancient Lord's Prayer is practiced as a Christian form of communion with the divine. but in its native tongue of Aramaic, an alchemical meaning can be found, especially in relationship to I am accepting. And there's just some further things here. So, Ab Woon Dabwashmea, O brother, Father, Mother of the cosmos, you create all that moves in light. Neth Kadash Shemak. And I'm sorry if I say any of this wrong. Focus on your light within us. Focus your light within us. Make it useful as the rays of beacons show the way. Tete Melkutek. Create your reign of unity now through our fiery hearts and willing hands. There's more, but in the modern world, death is something evocative of sadness, grief, and mourning. Our relationship to an end is perhaps so feared because the very nature of current culture is so deeply rooted in attachment. Beyond death is the physical sense. Even the notion of ego death, or letting go of the fears that cripple and bind us to lower worlds, perpetuates nebulous thinking patterns, leaving us paralyzed from becoming the cosmic expression of light we are truly destined to be in passing through and out of life. When the sun sets, let us not mourn its temporary slumber while the moon shines in its place. The sun shall rise again when the morning comes. Ebb and flow are the nature of the universe. The cosmic tides of life, force washing away the metaphorical sand castles we build with the attention and action we put into the architecture of our lifetime. Our memories are a mandala, and although they may eventually find their exaltation and expiration in the physical sense, the imprints of beauty placed into our consciousness never go away if we nurture what has passed by honoring the past and allowing it to transform into a greater iteration. Our invisible spirit is in an immortal state of constant change, and in honoring the ideal of acceptance, we can let go of expectation as we accept our incandescent nature and honor it by bringing heaven to earth as we journey from earth to heaven, focusing our light and beautifying all. That was so beautiful. So this is Sirius then. So this hand, it's like, oh, because I was actually going through a lot of, it's like you go through these changes and through challenging changes, you find different levels of self-acceptance. And I really feel like that's a highlight in my life right now is self-acceptance. And through studying Sirius and, you know, the weird information in the world that is not weird, it's just not everybody resonates to it because not everybody is walking the path of know thyself. Not everybody even perceives it. And through walking that path of know thyself, you uncover true parts of yourself that are hidden underneath the surface. And I'm going to leave this reading at this spot, and I pray anyone who finds this found something that they could take and work through anything that may be going on in your life. Keep working on that self-acceptance so we can be our true selves and not be what others project us to be.